Welcome to another Sapphic Lit pop-up author interview. Today I'm excited. We have two for the price of one, Naomi and Rivers. Welcome.
Thank you. Good
Thank
to
you
be
so
here.
much.
I'm so excited to have you here. So, your second book comes out next month. It's called Why Not Us? Can you tell us a little about the book?
So, Why Not Us is a lesbian couple that they are 3 years into Vanna. They are 3 years into their relationship, and everything is going very swimmingly well until it isn't. One of the main characters, Jasmine, one of her best friends, is diagnosed with cancer, and Jasmine's personality is such that she jumps right in. And so the book is about how relationship adversity in relationships and how can the relationship survive that kind of test. It's also about resilience, it's about friendship, it's about chosen family, and it's also about the relationships we have with our biological families and how they respond. And that friend that is diagnosed with cancer also has a child, and so it happens to be Jasmine's godchild. And so that then introduces another dynamic into their relationship.
Wow, so there's a lot going on there. So, I think we should say that you two are a couple. Uh,
Yes.
for most of us, when we write as authors, we're alone, but you two are writing together. So, how is that different from writing alone? And did being a couple influence this next book? Because it sounds like, it's about a couple kind of dealing with being together.
I think it did. I think it certainly influenced how we communicate and how the couple communicate. I mean, it is a fictitious couple, but we certainly bring our own experiences to it. In terms of writing, we've been writing together now over 20 years. Our first book, This: A Simple Complex Love Story, took about 20 years to write. Through multiple deployments. We're both retired military veterans. And so um, I said, let's write a book. Rivers heard, maybe we'll do an exercise to kind of stay in contact with one another to make sure, we're communicating. And then ultimately we had enough material for a book. Well, after that happens, going back and forth, the book is written in parallel, and I would complete something, and she would go, "Wait, what? They broke up?" or "Wait, what?" And so, if you look at any of the chef shows where you get five ingredients and then you
Right.
got to figure out something, kind of sort of similar. Um, the second book was probably a little bit, I don't know, I'm not gonna say it was easier. I wrote the majority of it, and then she kind of came back and added some sauce. So um, the first book, she got to see it a little quicker, and was able to kind of respond as opposed to seeing a whole book and then going, "Oh, thank you. This is what I'm working with."
That's cool. So, how long have you two been together?
Over 20 years.
Yeah, 23 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's great. That's amazing. And I love that you're writing this. And I love the way you did it, and so you were deployed in different places and sending the manuscript to each other.
So that was the first book. And that's
Right.
how and really and it's written in that sort of parallel kind of way from different characters' perspective. And it really started as this, it was like a jumping off point. Like, okay, one, like I wrote the first thing and I emailed it to her, and she wrote the second thing, and then it was like this bouncing. And so we really, it probably not recommended of how to write a book, but that's kind of how, because again, I thought we were just doing a little exercise, right? But
Right.
um it took shape that way, and how these characters developed and how they played off of one another. And like you said, like Naomi said, the second one, she wrote the whole thing, and she's more, how an agent may say, just get the words on the page, just do the thing. She's great at getting the words on the page. And so I I think um my skills, my better skill set is making it come alive. So that's how the second one. I don't know what we'll do with the next one and how it'll, maybe we'll reverse it. Maybe I'll write the whole thing or whatever,
Yeah,
but then I'm probably slower and anyway, that may not work out.
yeah. Well, I love it. I mean, writing exercises and classes are like that. Everybody writes a sentence or something. So
That's
that's
right.
really wonderful. And so I know where, the time goes so fast, but what other genre do you think you want to write next? Do you want to stay in kind of
I
anything?
like I like romance. And I also like thrillers. So I'm not sure what we'll do with that. And definitely women's fiction. I think we have so many intersections that we can talk about for, being the two of the 1% that has served in the military, or just kind of our intersections with, gender, race, what have you, and as writers. So
Yeah.
not entirely sure yet, but
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see.
There'll definitely be characters we think that have served. In the first book, there's a character that has served, but there may be some main characters that are veterans or active duty. But definitely women's fiction, definitely, and there's certainly a lot there of meet cutes all over the world kind of thing. So
Well, we're looking forward to reading it. So how can readers find your books?
Go ahead.
go ahead.
So we are Naomi Rivers Books at Naomi Rivers Books on Instagram and Facebook, or naomiriversbooks.com is our website. And we have a newsletter that folks can sign up for. And, we'd love to engage with anybody who's interested.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you for coming on. This was great.
This was
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye
Bye.
bye.